Naomi has reached out to Elizabeth to return back to the palace, but Elizabeth just said she is not going to come back except all the other Oloris leave. Yes, that is the new information that we have for you. Hello, people, and welcome to D&Z TV. At D&Z TV, we are here to update you with every normal information that is designed for your listening and watching pleasure. So if you've not subscribed to our channel, I urge you right now to subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification button, comment, like, and share. And if there's just anything you want to talk about on this channel, let us know, and guess what, we will talk about it. All right, so now let's get straight to the gist of the matter. You know that for a very long time, all eyes have been on Naomi. Yeah, all eyes on Naomi to return back to the palace, and so much has been happening, so much back and forth, and finally she has accepted to come back to the palace. Now her acceptance to the come back to palace is it's a healthy development. It's a healthy development because we really love it and we really appreciate it. But what is now left that is disturbing everyone is the fact that she insists that she wants Elizabeth to also come back to the palace. Elizabeth has been out of the palace for a very long time now, and all efforts by the Ooni to bring Elizabeth back to the palace has fell on deaf ears. But right now, Naomi has been able to put herself forward to ask Elizabeth to please come back to the palace. She actually took time to ask Elizabeth to come back to the palace. Now, Elizabeth actually wants to listen to Naomi to come back to the palace, right? But she's putting forward some conditions. Yes, she's putting forward some conditions, and some of these conditions she's putting forward is that every other Olori needs to leave the palace if she must return. This is really serious. So this is really getting very serious. For she insisting that every other person has to leave for her to return. And people are beginning to ask, is this how you were? If they had given you this kind of conditions, I'm not sure you will be able to also come to the palace. Yeah, I'm not sure you'll be able to come to the palace if you were given this condition. But you came into the palace freely, so why are you now trying to put this kind of conditions for your return? Yes, so that is exactly what she said. But she has said that is her own, that nobody can tell her what to say or what to do. That she the only person that she can stand to share with the Ooni is only Naomi. She can share Naomi with the Ooni, but she cannot stand to share any other person with the Ooni. Now, based on that nothing they say or do will make her want to come to the palace. This really got Naomi very worried. It's getting Naomi very worried because Naomi does not want it to look as if she is the cause of all the problems happening in the palace anymore. For a very long time now, there's been a lot of talks. They go talk, go here, talk, come here, talk, go here, talk, come here. But all in all, Naomi does not want to make it look like she is the cause, because there was a time it was like Naomi took away the glory of the palace. The other time it was like, okay, Naomi is actually instigating the palace. Naomi instigating other women to disrespect the Ooni, because for the first time in the history when someone actually stood against the Ooni was Naomi. No woman has ever been able to stand the Ooni, to argue with the Ooni, to say the Ooni is not correct. But Naomi has been the only person who did that. Imagine how she even did her own divorce. For the first time in the history of the palace, that somebody went on social media to divorce. That is not done. It's never done anywhere. For Naomi to go to social media and break up a marriage, it was really scary, and people could not comprehend, people could not understand. So Naomi is that one person that has been able to defy all the odds in the palace, and she does it with so much impunity. So back in the palace, everybody is like, they are scared of the Ooni, they are scared of the Ooni. But Naomi is never ever scared of the Ooni. Naomi just does things the way she wants to do it, And I know why she does all of this is because she knows she serves the living God. And the way she serves the living God now, she cannot compare herself with any other person. She cannot compare her serving God with man, because you cannot serve God and serve man at the same time. You must serve one. So all the other wives are in the habit of serving a man. When Ooni comes, they are all shaking like leaf. But Naomi is always steadfast. Naomi is so strong. Naomi believes that God is the author and finisher of everything. So because God is the author and finisher of everything now, nobody should expect to put her down. So she has been able to inculcate this kind of values in Elizabeth. Elizabeth now beginning to see herself like one small demigod. Elizabeth now sees herself that if Naomi can do such things and go scot-free, then she too can also do scot-free. Because why will Elizabeth say that all the women should leave the palace before her to return? Does it really make any logical sense? It does not make any logical sense for somebody to now begin to put herself in the realms of Olori Naomi. It doesn't really make any logical sense. Now, if you look at somebody like Ashley is always of the opinion that she was born to be married to the Ooni, so she remains subjected to the Ooni, that whatever the Ooni says she should do. In fact, even Ooni asked her to bag like a dog. She will ask Ooni, for how long do you want me to bag like a dog? Ooni will always, whatever Ooni just tells Ashley to do, bam, Ashley must do it. Ashley does not even complain. The same thing with Ronke. Ronke is who is even supposed to be the oldest in the palace. Ronke too, the same thing. Before Ooni even says the word bam, she will run and do it. Is it Miriam? Miriam feels that she can use her money to control the palace. She can use her money to do this. Even with all Miriam's money, Miriam still frets when the Ooni talks. Before Ooni go talk, Miriam is always shaking like a leaf. But you see Naomi does not have any atom of fear. And I think Naomi is doing this thing because she knows the Ooni loves her more. When somebody loves somebody more, I'm like that. Whatever the person says to do, that's how you'll be doing it, without arguing, without even putting a word of argument. That's exactly the level Naomi has found herself right now. And this is actually what has made Ooni to always keep on coming to beg. Because if it were other ladies now, other wives, once they leave the palace like that, once, bam, they are not coming back. They will just go. They will not come back. No matter what happens, no matter what is being said in the palace, they can never come back. They can't even argue. They can't even do anything to argue. This is actually what has happened and transpired in the lives of the Ooni of Ife. And it has really made Naomi to feel like, well, she can come and leave anytime she wishes to come and leave. Imagine how it happened. That they now went to when during that Thanksgiving service last week, they now had to beg her, they now had to pour red flowers, they now had to keep red rock, she now had to step on red rock. There was this welcoming they gave to her just because they felt she was very, very special. Well, I'm not saying she should not be special. It's good to be special, but where I'm having a problem is that she's beginning to inculcate Elizabeth. And now, who is Elizabeth? You want to ask, when Elizabeth comes to the palace, that Elizabeth will begin to feel that she has this kind of guts now. It is very, very scary, and something must be done about it.